The team at Dungarees know the hardest workers pack the biggest appetites. They've teamed up with me, Chef Jonathan Collins from The Outdoor Chef, to bring you simple, handcrafted recipes for hardworking men and women. Whether you're hosting the big game or cooking for an entire campsite, maybe you're cooking something that you've recently hunted or firing up the barbecue in the backyard, we've got recipes that hungry people will love to cook and eat. Today's recipe was written with game night in mind. We know that sports fans love their food almost as much as their team. That's why we wrote a recipe that serves large groups of people, holds really well, and is full of flavor. If you've got sports nuts in your family, they'll love it as much as mine do. Wouldn't be game night without talking about wings. A full flavored wing is awesome to serve big groups of people. I'm going to give you a couple really great tips for beer brining wings. And then we're going to do a beautiful blue cheese sauce to go on the side. The first thing we have to do is get the brine together and get this started. The nice thing is this can be done a day in advance, so you get some of the prep done before the big game. These incredible flavors together, bay leaves in, make for the brine to be not only full flavored, to get a little bit of sweetness and a little bit of saltiness in there, but more importantly, brining will get some things out of that chicken as well. So if you've ever had wings and they've got that dark brown right against the bone, we want to get that out, and that's what brining does. So I'm going to put this in. You can see all those incredible flavors are going to be mixed right inside. It looks like these are thirsty wings. We're gonna go for another beer, and then this can go in 24 hours ahead of time. Make sure when you're working with the chicken that you get this covered up and back in the refrigerator. It needs to refrigerate overnight for 24 hours, and then you're gonna discard that marinade, but these will be ready to do either deep frying or baking, whether you want something that's crispy in deep frying or a little bit healthier, still crispy, in the oven. With the celery and carrots done, I'm ready to make my blue cheese. Now, when making the blue cheese sauce, I can do that at the last minute. With these vegetables plated, I want to make sure that they stay nice and crisp. So I'm going to take a wet paper towel, cover it up. The nice thing is that keeps any bugs off it if it's going outside, but it'll keep them nice and crisp. After marinating overnight, let's have a look at what these chicken wings look like. I made sure to have them covered, but what you can see is they were completely submerged in that beautiful marinade. Now it's time to drain them off. So I'm literally gonna come over to the sink and just dump them in. I'm gonna let that drain, because one of the things we want before we either deep fry or put them in to roast in the oven, is you want to make sure to get rid of as much moisture as possible. Some of those beautiful flavorings I'm going to put right here on the sheet I've prepared. A little bit of parchment, and I've got the oven preheated to 375, and I've got my deep fryer preheated to 375 as well. Now with these wings ready to go and be baked in the oven, I've got some prep for the deep fryer, and you can see with these, nothing went to waste. I used all of those ingredients that I used in the brine here in the baking. The nice thing is that beer and the brine that I dumped, all of the impurities went down with it. Now I'm going to put these in at 375 until they're crispy and golden brown. I want to talk to you about the two different times to season. So you'll notice that for the baked wings, I seasoned them before they went in. With these wings, and have a look at these beauties. Look at that gorgeous color. This batch just came out, and now is the time to season them. So what you do is you put that salt on, can be salt, pepper, herb salt, but what happens is the heat causes that salt to melt in and get right in the crust. If you season them ahead of time, it's just going to come off in the oil. After about 20 minutes in the oven at 375 degrees, these baked wings are just perfect. They're golden brown, and what you'll be able to see is the clear difference between deep fried and baked. So if it's got to be healthy, you can bake it. And if you can, deep fry it. But either way, these wings, beer brined, are perfect for game night. Thanks for checking out this recipe. You can download a printable version of the full recipe by going to dungarees.com/recipes. And don't forget to check out the other recipes in this delicious series. Until then, remember, in the kitchen, slow is smooth and smooth is fast.